plus the Revival face the New Day in a smag team. A smag team? Oh, boy. What's a smag team? What's a tag team match on SmackDown? That's a smag team. Got throat problems all of a sudden. All right, I think I got it. Jim, you don't eat a bagel with cream cheese before you go on the air.
You tell us where the girl is. I'll let your brother go. No charges. But if you keep jerking us around, I will bury you.
You remember how much fun we had that day? I wasn't ready for you to go, baby. I wasn't ready for you to go. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Philly kid. Philly, what's happening, baby?
That's awesome. Not too much. Hey, what did you think about that demo reel, man? I finished it up with an action
you got
shot.
Emmy, Academy Award written all over your face, bud. All over your face.
Yeah, I'm just ready for this pandemic to be over so I can, start slaying it in the movie biz.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the Suki and Scott show is live. What day is this, Phil? It's a Wednesday because it's your birthday, right, bud? How old are you today?
I am the big 5'9" today.
5, holy crustoli.
59.
And you're up, what? You got 100 million views on Facebook with all your songs. But for right now, you are still, my friend, locked out of your Facebook page thanks to the Russians, correct?
Yes, I am still locked out. I'm in talks with my agent who should be able to get something done and get my Facebook back up. Hopefully, I think she knows somebody that works at Facebook. So, hey, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I can start putting some more songs back up.
Oh, my goodness. What a night we have planned. What a show, Phil, on your birthday. We got a couple surprises. We have my friend who I haven't seen in a while, Rima Fakhi, Miss USA 2010, one of the most beautiful women in the world, for God's sake. She's coming up in just a little bit. Wait till you hear the voice of Meaghan Farrell. She's an amazing singer, Phil, coming up a little later. I had lunch with, I shot a little bit with our girl Suki today.
All right. Yes.
Little bit of a shooting a little pilot. Suki and I back in the studio together, took the masks off. We were really unbridled. And she said, make sure you tell Phil happy birthday. And I said, screw that. You tell him yourself.
Hi, Suki.
How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing way better now.
Oh,
How are you?
God. I was just dying at the beginning of the show.
At which part?
I was like, what? Phil's acting. Phil's acting, everybody. What the hell? What did I miss?
Yeah, Phil, the Suki's all over the place. This guy, he's all over the place.
No.
Well, speaking of that demo reel, part of that was the one where I was saying, I miss you. I wasn't ready for you to go. Well, I when I posted that originally on my page, I got several sympathy messages. Apparently that I was such a great actor. People thought that was a real event that happened in my life.
Phil, you're awesome. When Scott was telling me at lunch today, he's like, you got to see what Phil's doing. And then at the start of the show, we're doing this. I was like, I'm dying. Scotty, the whole.
What is a smag team anyway?
You know what happened, Sook? I'm eating a bagel. before I go on to the set.
And you got dry throat. Your throat
and the audio guy, Jim, I said, Jim, this is rule breaking number 1. You just don't eat a bagel and cream cheese before you. And that's why I'm like, Jim, you don't eat a bagel on the set.
Scotty, Phil, I'm sure this is the rule of thumb for singers too and actors. You don't eat nuts before you got a dog.
Ever.
I'm not talking about that, lady. And you don't have like, a bagel, something dry that dries and coats your throat where you can't do that. Anyway.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Sook, everybody writing in, they miss you. When the hell are you coming back?
Listen, I have been, and Phil knows this, when you're on the set of something, it's like breakneck speed. You're shooting. You barely, like have time to manage all the crazy back here. And it's just been, I was telling Scott when I saw him today, Phil, it was like seeing an old boyfriend. I was like, do you still love me?
Oh,
you still love me?
And then we had Phil, we had pizza and calamari out in the sunshine today in Connecticut. It kind
of felt normal for a minute there, Phil. Like we were back in the studio. We hadn't actually sat next to each other since February.
Wow.
Like, actually seen each other since February. And if I was telling Scotty, I was like, this kind of feels like normal. Well, this is crazy.
And then I said, shut up and put your mask on, honey.
No, he was like, shut up, let's make out.
Shut up and kiss me.
Speaking of lunch, my family took me to a place down here in the south side of the city for I had the pulled pork, which was delicious. Yeah, it was. So that was a good time. But anyway, did you have a story about pulled pork, Scott? You wanted to fill me in about?
Scott usually shanks his pork every morning at about 5.
Listen, to tell you the story in 30 seconds, Sook, I may have told you this back when I was covering the Yankees at spring training in Tampa. Yeah. I had a pulled pork sandwich next to this beautiful hotel next to the training center.
Yeah.
That night I was working for NBC. That night I had food poisoning from the pulled pork. And I threw up 4 times in the Yankees dugout while nobody was in the stadium. It was unbelievable.
Oh my
and every time they came to me on NBC here in New York, the anchor kept saying, Scott, you're looking a little, we keep trying to fix the color, but you look a little green.
Scotty, you're so lucky you had it coming out that way and not the other way.
And I was the only one in the
would have been screwed.
I was the only one in the stadium. Thank God, Sook. And listen, you're drinking now. You just popped on to say happy birthday.
Today is like literally my first day off in a long time, and Scotty and I ended up like doing a little something, hoping that turns into something. So, Joanne Pennypacker, so nice to see you. I miss these people. Irene, Donna Fraschetto, Kelly.
Sook, they're all over the place. Everybody's watching.
So we saw each other, and he's like, you know what, Suki? It's Phil's birthday. I was like, what? I was like, Phil Patton's birthday? We got to do something. He's like, all right. So we were gonna record something, and then he was like, you know what? Let's do one thing better. Let's like get you on air. So Phil, I just wanted to jump on this real quick. I want to thank you for like being a force to reckon with. We really appreciate that. And I love this because we all can be supportive of each other's careers while keeping the show going. So this is like so awesome in many ways.
Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that, man. I love you guys.
And Phil, I keep the acting coming. I mean, like Jason Statham. I mean, forget about you. That's what I'm saying.
Phil, give her the Jason Statham real quick. Go ahead.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Jason, from Jason Statham. Happy birthday to me.
You're good, you're good. All right, go back to drinking. We'll see you soon, baby.
All right, I'll see you guys after Labor Day. That's when I'm like all wrapped up, and we'll keep the party going. But I just wanted to say goodbye to everybody. Have a great show. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Suki. Bye-bye. We love you.
Hi to your wife and your beautiful kids and your grandkids. All right.
Bye-bye.
Unbelievable. Well,
man.
Number 1, Phil. So it's your birthday, and before we have Rima Fakhi is in the green room. She's coming up in just a few minutes. Listen, for your birthday, I brought you so many celebs and singers and entertainers over the last couple of months. For your birthday, we have one of the most beautiful women in the world. You could thank me later; it's fine, but that's what I brought you for your birthday. So it's just that's what I do for my friends. Before we move on, everybody wants you to, because this has been the Phil Summer Concert Series. So before Rima comes in, give us a quick tune to get us kicked off, because you got 10,000 women on here right now who want to hear you sing for your birthday.
Okay, well, this one's for you, ladies. Thanks for the times that you've given me. The memories, they're all in my mind. And now that we've come to the end of our rainbow, there's something I must say out loud. You're once, oh, you're twice, you're three times a lady, and I love you. Yes, you're once, twice, oh, you're three times a lady, and I love you. I love you.
Look at you hitting them with the Commodores, huh?
Heck yeah, man. Lionel Richie. He's the man. He's the man.
That's right. It was Lionel, not the Commodores. What am I talking about?
Well, he was with the Commodores at the time.
When they sang that, right?
Yes.
Love that tune. Yes, you're once. You know how many times I would try and make out with women when I was in high school to that song, after the movies or something? You always had that song on the radio.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah. I remember
I got the celebrities and stars just keep coming through the Suki and Scott show, Phil, and our next guest is no different. I've been telling you about Rima last week, and here's just a little touch. I wanted to play when she actually won Miss USA. But I know if I throw something up from NBC, we'll immediately get crushed like chopped sausage, and they won't let us continue the show.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I think I found something that won't get us in trouble. So here it is.
Hey. Shut up. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yay! Say it louder. I never shot with a fun tiger before. Yeah! Yeah, let's take the room describe yourself in a couple words. And I got up, I'm like gorgeous inside, hot, comedian, smart ass, sky is my limit, and ghetto. And when I said ghetto, they all started
laughing. Obviously, she looks much different now. There she is.
Hi.
Rima.
Hi, Phil. Happy birthday.
Hi, Rima. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you, guys.
Rima, where's that young girl that I met all those years ago? Wow.
I'm still here inside somewhere.
You're still there? How are you, young lady?
I'm doing good.
Now you're in over on the West Coast now, right?
Yeah, I'm in LA.
In LA, and boy, oh boy, Phil, Rima and I met back in 2012, I think.
Yeah.
In Miami. She was doing some stuff for WWE. It was WrestleMania. We got to be friends. We remain friends ever since. But I haven't spoken to her in ages. She's got 3 kids now. She's married, and it's insane how life changes in such a short time.
Life goes on.
It sure does. I'm so happy to see you again, Scott. I mean, the funniest and the best heart person I've ever met. So.
For me? Me?
Yes. You could see it right through you.
All right. Well, listen, let's get right down to it. I want to start from the Miss USA part and work up to today, because God, you've done so many things, and the charity work is amazing. And you just, to talk about, it was 2010, right? You had won Miss Michigan.
Yeah.
Right. You won the state competition, and next thing you know, I believe this happened right here.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you're Miss USA. And how did your life change? Well, once that kicked in.
Well, it changed. It changed overnight. And, I didn't do pageants growing up. So I wasn't really prepared for what's to come. I was just really in it. I was grateful for every moment, and I was having a lot of fun. And I think that helped me get that crown. And after that, my life changed. I moved out of my mom's and dad's house and lived in the apartments in New York City, traveled the world, met presidents, and I was very thankful because I had always done charity work before, but I was able to do it on a more global level, and I still do it till today.
That is unbelievable. Phil, I can't bring you a more beautiful, more polished, talented, smart woman for your birthday.
Yeah, no, hey, thank you very much. But I gotta tell you that, to me, that is the epitome of the true American success story. I was watching a lot of interviews with you and whatnot throughout the day today. And, people wanted to bring up this or that about your religion, your ethnicity, but, never mind that. But the success story comes in. I mean, you come across a family of immigrants, you work hard and you sacrifice for a long time trying to make this thing happen. And you wind up the, Miss America. I mean, if that, as a veteran who, all of us, the reason we do what we do is because we want to guarantee that those kind of stories keep happening, and you took advantage of that. And I just want to say thank you for working so hard to getting to where you are today. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Thank you so much. I have to say, first and foremost, I love this country. I love America. I love Americans. I love USA. It's the land of the opportunities. I mean, I believe it's the land of the free. And what it's given me and my family is something that we couldn't even dream of. We immigrated from the Middle East, and we were hiding in underground, and the war was internal. It was between people inside our country trying to just kind of destroy everything. And I never for a second thought that I would one day be Miss USA, but that's what America is beautiful. And, when I became Miss USA, I did all it took to get to that stage. I even sold my car and I bought what I needed to do. I entered and I won. And when people question me and ask me, do you really feel like you're Miss USA? Like you are USA? I'm like, I am exactly USA. This is what this country is built on: dreams and opportunity and freedom. And, and it's beautiful what I've been able to accomplish. And, anywhere I travel, once I come and I land in USA, I do like the moonwalk at the baggage claim.
Well, that's great. And you're an inspiration to many. And I wish they would make a movie about your story, because it's very inspirational. And, to me and a lot of other people as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm very
listen, Phil, what you may not know is Rima, not only a beauty queen, but she's also one tough SOB, because back when WWE had a reality show on USA called Tough Enough, where there was people who wanted to get into the wrestling business would compete for a shot to become a WWE superstar. And this young lady was, she was on the show. And she was competing like nobody's business, throwing people around the ring. Rima, I know you didn't win, but you made it to week 4 or 5?
Oh my God, yes. And I actually had 2 fractured ribs, and I was hiding because I didn't want to get off the show, and they had to let me go because of the injury. I honestly, when I got in that show, everyone on the show had experience in wrestling. They all had, and didn't have any. And when the producers, they pulled me aside, they said, "Are you sure? Because we're gonna be picked on. You're, you're the underdog. You're this. You're that." I'm like, listen, if I did everything in my life and was able to win Miss USA, I'm good. I can keep up with these people.
Yeah.
So I'll be in there.
Yeah, no, they put you through the ringer, right? It was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes.
And those guys, they did not go easy on you guys, right?
No, they didn't. They didn't go easy, especially on me too. And I enjoyed it a lot. And I have to say, the WWE family, wow, I mean, they are amazing people. They're the best organization I've ever worked with. The way they care for us, they cared for everyone. It was a great experience.
Yeah,
having me.
Rima, I went deep into the phone. I found this from backstage at WrestleMania.
Wow, good job, Scott.
Funny. I think it said 2012, but no, that was great. And I didn't know that you guys actually grew up in Queens here in the New York area.
Yeah.
Your dad owned a restaurant, and then kind of after 9/11 happened, then you guys moved over to Michigan, right?
Yeah, what happened is also my dad had a stroke, and he couldn't keep up with the restaurant business, and he went into opening a business with my uncle, and we ended up leaving to Detroit. I told my dad, I'm like, we went from the war to Queens to Detroit. You were just missing like Compton, and I would have just definitely.
Right. Just throw Compton in there, and you're good to go. Unbelievable. And I remember you were on that dating game on Fox you did a couple of years ago, but now you're married, and your husband is a music agent, right?
Yeah. He's actually a music manager, and he manages The Weeknd, French Montana, Doja Cat.
Right. Yeah. Wow. The Weeknd, that's the Cake by the Ocean guy, right?
He's honestly the kindest human being you'll ever meet.
That is great. I love it. Reams, well, listen. Go ahead, Philly. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, all that stuff that you were talking about, the wrestling and the Miss America and the sacrifice. You have a work ethic that anybody should strive to emulate. I mean, where do you think you get that from?
Where I get this, I believe in everything happens for a great reason. I was giving someone an example today because they asked me why I'm so happy. They're like, what are you happy about? Your kids are all 3 of them were crying and you didn't have time to do anything. I'm like, I'm the kind that if I get a flat tire, I don't think, oh man, what a bad day. I think, you know what? It's because I shouldn't be on the road right now. So I try to always look at things very positive, but I also have to thank, my parents and the way they always, the way they kind of built me to think and to feel. And they always put that encouragement inside of me. And they always said your family is your weakness and your strength. And, they're the ones that will care for you the most. And, so I have to thank my parents for that. It's how you're raised always comes back to really, truly help you in the future in your life.
Rima, listen, in just a second, I'm going to put you and Phil up. Since your husband's in the music business, and we do a lot of singing on this show. So you and Phil are going to play a little game of finish those lyrics in just a second.
Okay.
But first, one of the surprises, real quick on tonight's show, I wanted to bring this guy in, Mark Walters, Phil, one of your buddies. Wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Mark, can you hear us? Oh, I don't know. He don't look too happy. Mark, he's frozen. All right.
How did you get a hold of Mark Walters?
Oh, dude, this is your life. I was working on today. Wait, hold on. I think he's back. Mark, how are you, buddy? No. Mark, you got to unmute your microphone. Well, Phil, he did want to wish you a happy birthday.
Hey, I got to tell you that you picked the most technologically not smart guy in the world.
All right. Well, chalk it up to unbelievable. All right, you guys ready?
I'll call him afterwards.
Yeah, give him a call afterwards. I see him. He's working it, but his mic's still off. But all right, I tried. Listen, I called all your friends. Nobody wanted to come on and say hello.
that figures. That figures.
All right, Rima, you ready to play a little finish those lyrics?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, I'm going to give the first one to Phil. All right, here we go. Phil, you can finish those lyrics.
Okay.
There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell. There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell.
One of the only Eagles songs I don't know.
Oh, it's their biggest song. What's wrong with you?
I heard. I don't know.
I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Reem, did you know that one?
Eagles.
Oh, Jesus. Even Rima knew that one.
Well, I knew it was the Eagles. I just couldn't figure out the words.
I probably won't know mine.
All right, here you go, Reem. You ready?
I think.
This is Blank Space by Taylor Swift. Got a long list of ex-lovers. They tell you I'm awesome, real lame, or insane.
Insane.
Nicely done. You're 1 for 1. Phil, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I am.
All right, Phil, how are you with Britney Spears?
We get along pretty good. I haven't called her in a while.
All right, here we go, bud. Ready?
Yeah.
My loneliness is killing me. I must confess.
My daughter used to listen to Britney Spears, but I can't. My loneliness is killing me. Give it to me again.
I must confess. Rima knows it. She knows it. She's gonna take it. She's gonna take it. Good enough. Reem, give it to him.
I must confess, I shouldn't be right. Hey.
What was that? What was that?
I don't know. I think I just made up the words.
You made up some words.
Sing it, Scott.
I must confess, I still believe. Come on, guys. All right, here we go. Rima, you're gonna get this one. Piece of cake. You ready?
So.
Yeah, you got that something. I think you'll understand when I feel that something.
You got that something. I want to hold your hand.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Too good for me.
Oh, my goodness. All right, ready, Phil? Here you go. Finish this. One word I need. Maybe you're just like my mother. She's never
satisfied.
There you go, baby. You're on the board.
I know a little Prince.
Here you go, Rima. Next one. Spice Girls.
Oh, favorite.
If you want to be my lover, you gotta
be my friend.
Oh, you're close. I'll give you one more shot.
Friendship never ends.
If you want to be my lover, you gotta
get with my friends.
There you go.
Nice.
See, when I wrote these, I'm like, man, these guys will bang these out, no problem. There you go. Couple more. Billie Jean, Phil, is not my lover. She's just a girl who blank that I am the one.
Who thinks that I am the one.
Phil, I'm going to give you another shot.
What?
She's just a girl who I am the one. But the kid is not my son.
It's not thinks that I'm the one.
Not thinks. We cannot accept that answer, my friend.
Thought? Is it a variation?
Claims that
Oh, man.
All right, wow. Couple more. Rima, this one's from Lady Gaga. You ready?
Uh-huh.
I want your ugly. I want your I want your everything as long as it's free. I want your ugly. I want your
ugly. I want your disease.
Nicely done. Look at you, huh?
Man, I'm getting slaughtered here.
Here you go, Phil. Only a couple more left, baby. Here we go. Because all of me loves all of you. Love your blank and all your edges.
Love your curves and all your edges. Yep.
Nicely done, my friend. Here we go. All right, Rima, this is a little Elton John for you.
Ooh.
Here we go. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how.
I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I think I don't know this word.
How. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words. Phil, you know it?
How wonderful.
Oh, God.
Miss USA, she gets it anyway. What the hell?
How wonderful life is.
You're in
In
the world. Phil, you know what's funny? Your friend Mark he comes on and he goes off and he comes on and he doesn't know what he's doing.
He doesn't. I think he's probably still got that flip phone he used to have.
Oh my goodness. All right, last two. You ready? Phil, this one's for you. Take my hand, my whole life too, but I can't help
falling in love with you.
All right, Rima, for the win right here. You ready? I long to see the sunlight in your hair and tell you time and time again.
I long to see the sunlight in your hair.
I long to see the sunlight in your hair.
And tell you time and time how much I care.
There you go. Nicely done. Listen, I hope you don't feel bad you beat Phil on his birthday, but that's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry, Phil.
Hey, that's okay.
One is my husband's in the music business, so it's always around me. I'm always in the studio.
I knew I was already beat, so yeah.
Rima, before you go, I know, after everything you've done, everything we just talked about, and we didn't even really, the time goes so fast, we didn't even touch on half of it. Because I need so much with charities and kids with cancer and children's cancer centers here in Lebanon, the whole thing. Miss USA, tough enough. Everything you've done. How is it now? Married, 3 kids. I bet you're going to say this is the best life ever, right?
It's truly the best life. I mean, and also with the experiences I went through, I feel good when I'm home and I get to spend all this time with them. Versus feeling guilty, like I should be doing this or going there or it's like, okay, thank God I was able to accomplish and experience so much that I could dedicate my time to them and to the charity work that I do. I work with the Children's Cancer Center of Lebanon. I'm also on the board member of Best Buddies here in USA.
Yeah.
And Global. And I'm a full-time volunteer with School on Wheels. We tutor homeless children. And, it's very important to me, but it's also important to me that I have children now that I'm doing this, Great to show them the importance in life. And, I feel so grateful that I do this because of how grateful I want to pay it forward,
Yeah.
So, listen.
Thank you guys for having me. Happy birthday, Phil.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming. It was so good to see you finally.
Yeah, same here. Let's not go too long.
Yeah, can you stay in touch with me, please?
Please, and say hi to Suki. I hope to really get to interview with both of you guys.
Yeah, one of these days. She's very busy, very busy. She's very busy drinking in her backyard right now.
It's great to have a busy wife, someone that's always motivated.
Right? Rima, thank you so much, sweetie.
Take care. Good to see you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
How great, Phil.
That was awesome.
Is she not boy, oh boy, you talk about, someone who just so down to earth, gives her time for everything. I mean, it's unbelievable. Phil, I'll let you in on a little secret.
Okay.
I talked to your wife today on text message. She sent me names of 3 or 4 people that I texted with the link to this show. To link in at 7:30. And I'm the only guy, and they've all said, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. The only guy I saw was Mike, was it?
Mark Walters.
Mark,
And he just texted me.
He doesn't know how to figure it out.
No, he just texted me. He said, happy birthday. I couldn't get a good connection. Take care, old man. So he
so funny, man. So funny. Well, listen, coming up in just a few minutes, Meaghan Farrell is here. Wait till you, speaking of singers, wait till you hear her voice, Phil. She is going to blow you away. Just, I mean, I don't know if you know who she is, but I wanted to introduce her to you. And I mean, all our viewers, God, so many folks are on here right now. Everybody wishing you a happy birthday. I mean, I'm trying to go through them all. There's got to be thousands of comments on here that I can't even put up on the screen. But everybody wishing you a happy birthday. Listen, this is your show. Before Meaghan comes on, if you want to, make your fans happy, man, because they don't want to hear me talk. They want to hear you sing.
Hey, I got a couple of shout outs. I know I've got some happy birthdays from Nova Scotia and from Denmark and a few other places around the world. I just want to say, hey, thank you so much for everybody who's watching wherever you are. And, we're so fortunate that we have people, I mean, they're coming to watch us from a lot of countries around the world. And
that's amazing. We have people from around the country, and then I see folks from Australia, the Philippines, the UK, Ireland, which I guess is the UK dummy, but they're all over the place. And, that's mostly, listen, that's because of you. And I mean, your Facebook page blew up. It blew up so much that the Russian folks hacked you and you can't even get on it right now.
Man, I tell you what, it's, if I don't know what to say. I mean, I just wish those Russian hackers did not pay attention to me as much as the rest of my fans.
Yeah, but, right.
It is what it is. And I'm still working on it.
I got Meaghan standing by. She's going to come up in just a second, but give him a tune, and let's continue to celebrate your birthday, bud.
Okay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away.
And I know.
Yeah, it's 6,000 I knows after that, but yeah.
And I know. It's funny. I remember, like, if I was in the car with my wife and she'd yell at me, I would just look at her and I go, "Ain't no sunshine when she's gone." Oh man, you ready to continue, my friend? You want to hear some fantastic singing tonight?
Yes.
I mean, listen. Just like last night, Tommy Davidson, Tony Pace. Tommy Davidson would have been enough. Rima Fakhi would have been enough tonight. But no. The show just continues to give as the pandemic also continues to give. The show was born out of it, and we just continue to grow. And my next guest is phenomenal. I want to play something quick for you so we can get to know Meaghan Farrell. And here's a little taste before we bring her in.
Sun ain't always shining upon me. Lately it's been darker than pitch. But the roses are still blooming all around me. drop to my knees and start praying. I pray for all that I'm grateful for. Grateful for. I'm grateful for the life I've been given, and I'm grateful for the good friends I've made. And I know that if we keep on forgiving, the darkness will just all fade away. Well, that sun ain't always shining upon me, and lately it's been darker than pitch. And the roses are still blooming all around me. And sometimes I just don't give a shit.
You know what the name of that song was, Phil? I Don't Give a Shit.
Yeah, that's kind of like an anthem for our times.
It really is, right?
Yes.
That's so funny. Let's bring her in. There she is, Meaghan Farrell. Hey, Meaghan.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Meaghan. How are you?
Happy birthday, Phil.
Oh,
thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that.
Are you enjoying yourself today?
Yes, I am, and part of the reason is because I was listening to Meaghan Farrell music today, so that had a big part to play in it. So yes, awesome stuff.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Heck yeah, I was on iTunes, and I got to tell everybody, you want to hear some good music and add some to your listening pleasure, go to iTunes or whatever streaming service and check it out. Check it out. It's good stuff.
Oh my goodness, that means a lot. I was gonna come on and just sit there being, I know. I'm here for it.
Meaghan, you know what I like about that? I like about that song is you didn't hit us with the "I don't give a shit" till the very end of the song.
I say it once at the beginning and once at the end, and at the end in my shows, it is a audience participation.
Oh, I'm sure.
Must. And let me tell you, the last show I played, which was a while ago, was an 8-year-old in the audience who said the word shit louder than any other adult in the room. And now I can retire.
Listening to that song, it kind of brings me back to one of my other favorites of yours is I Can't Afford Shit.
Yes, it's true. Listen,
I love it.
I'm true to my word with my songs.
Meaghan, where are you from? Where do you live?
Well, I'm in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
That is my born and raised. Promptly left at 18, and then I was a New Yorker for 16 years.
Nice.
So it's amazing to see New York in the background. At least I think that's.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. But so I've been in Nashville for the past 5 years, and then finally my dreams came true, and I was able to quit my many jobs and become full-time music, and then the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I made a choice I was like, well, if I'm going to be sitting around and trying to, pass the time, it's got to be with family. So I decided to come back to the old HBG, the Berg.
Nice. But you live in Nashville, but you're just home for the pandemic, or you'll go back to Nashville?
No, I built out a 2019 Ford Transit camper van, so I actually live in my van.
Oh, nice. This is like the perfect story of trying to make it big.
It's true.
Yeah,
now I'm at my mom's apartment. Another reason I moved home is to help my mom out with some stuff. She has a little trouble seeing,
mm-hmm.
and but in December, I moved out of my apartment for 5 years and got rid of or donated, I would say at least 75% of my possessions. I traded in my cute little Corolla for a gigantic Ford Transit 150 cargo van. And then I put in the subfloor myself, installed the cedar plank ceiling. And a couple friends of mine, my dear friend Trapper Haskins.
Trapper Haskins? The Trapper Haskins?
The Trapper Haskins. And he's a brilliant author, songwriter, and woodworker. And we built out the bed platform. I've got a cabinet. I have a little travel toilet that I don't use, but
man,
in case of emergency.
What's that?
I said I love that name, Trapper Haskins. Like I picture him like on the Gilmore Girls fixing stuff for everybody.
He's gonna love me for this because I tell you, he's also a person worth looking up. His music. He just released a record too called Blood and the Honey. But he just helped me and a couple of my friends. I mean, ventilation system, electricity, and
wow.
Her name is Lady, and you can actually, if you follow my Instagram, she's all over there. She actually has more fans than I do, I swear.
I love it.
So your new single drops September 4th, Just Me.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Just Me came from I write all my songs from an experience that I've had, good, bad, ugly, whatever it may be. And I found myself kind of saying things to a boy that I liked to where I was so worried about whether or not I sounded cool or sexy or whatever. And then I just sort of got off the phone. And as you get older, and you guys can tell me if this feels right, that you just start to like call yourself on your own crap. And you're just like, whoa. I'm super uber nerdy and weird and kooky. And it's fantastic. So why would I change for this bro? Like,
right,
you know?
Right.
And so the song kind of came out as like, you battle with wanting to change and for somebody else, but also stay true to who you are. And hopefully, ultimately, the work will lead you toward just being who you are. And Just Me is absolutely just enough, more than enough.
Is that one of the songs you wanted to do for us?
Yes, I was going to. Would you like to hear it?
The floor is yours, young lady.
So I had some awesome, better lighting, but now I just have this like wicked lamp.
You know what? You look better than I do, for God's sakes. I know
I was
that.
like, I just blinded myself, by the way, but it's all right. Which might be better, but we'll see.
By the way, a lot of folks already loving Trapper Haskins, by the way.
Oh my gosh, he's going to lose his mind.
Yeah.
We got to get him on the show.
Listen, I will become the best friend ever if that happens.
Tell Trapper Haskins he's coming on our show next week.
Oh my gosh, done.
All right.
You better still have his mutton chops because they are.
Yeah. Tell him he better start practicing.
Yeah. All right, so this song is about being yourself. It's called Just Me. If I could take it all back, I would. Fly to space, I wish I could. Maybe then I'll be understood. But for now, I'm speaking tongues. Tripping out on the way I feel. I'm tripping out because the dream is real. But I still got so much shit to heal. And I hope that you will stay. And listen to me when I say that it's just me. This is just me. This is just me sometimes. It's just me. This is just me. This is just me sometimes. Breaking all my bad habits to make room for what is right. But it's just me. This is just me. This is just me sometimes. Sometimes. No, I don't come with a guarantee. I'm still kind of incomplete. What you get will be what you see. This heart out on my sleeve. But I've been saying all of my goodbyes to the hurt, to the pain inside. I'm ready for a brand new life, and I hope that you will stay. Listen to me when I say it's just me. This is just me. This is just me sometimes. It's just me. This is just me. This is just me sometimes. Breaking all my bad habits to make room for what is right. But it's just me. This is just me. This is just me sometimes. Sometimes doubt gets out first, and it's the worst. Like a giant step backward. Sometimes I don't feel like down enough, but I call my bluff, and I do it with love. Cause it's just me, this is just me, this is just me sometimes. It's just me, this is just me, this is just me sometimes. Yeah. It's just me, this is just me, this is just me sometimes. It's just me, this is just me, this is just me sometimes. Breaking all my bad habits to make room for what is right. But it's just me, this is just me, this is just me sometimes, sometimes, yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Nicely done. A couple of folks said you have that Alanis Morissette kind of vibe going.
Well, give me all the 90s references that you please, and I will take them gladly.
Couple of folks want to know about your nice little arm sleeve you got going there.
Awesome.
What's are there any stories in there? Any hidden subliminal pictures we can see? What do you have?
Let's see. Here's one that's one of my favorites for two reasons. One is that it's my grandmother.
Oh wow.
And my mom's mom. And the night that I got this was the night that I don't know if I can.
Yeah, no, I see it.
The night I got that was the night Hurricane Sandy rolled in.
Oh, okay.
And I was at a tattoo parlor in Astoria, Queens.
Nice.
My favorite. And I remember looking outside, like as we were finishing up, and just trash cans were blowing by, and there was like people walking by with like holding the hats, and I was sort of like, should we wrap this up maybe? And I barely made it home that night before the storm really came in, but Astoria was thankfully pretty much untouched. And then also it's my grandmother, she died when I was 9 years old. So I didn't have her in my life very long. But when I close my eyes and you think about your loved ones that are passed on, when I think of her, I just think of pure love, just joy and happiness. And there's a lot of ladies in my family. So she was kind of the patriarch.
Nice. Hey, tell us about. I was reading up on your album Conversations with Myself,
yeah.
And I was looking at your Kickstarter, and you are getting fans all over the place, obviously, because you had a lot of supporters, a lot of backers. You made your goal, and I mean, how does that feel that people are, supporting you so wholeheartedly?
Oh gosh, it's all pretty. I have had a great support system I've been making records for 12 years. I've been making music for 12 years now. It started the year I got sober, which is in 2008. So I've just celebrated 12 years of sobriety.
Nice.
And
congrats.
Thank you. And but now just to be able to not work 2 other jobs like I always have. I cleaned toilets. I cleaned houses. I worked in steak houses, lots of houses, but then I built a house, but it has been overwhelming. And I am like, 2 things are happening going. I worked really hard for this, but I'm shoving humble pie in my face while I'm realizing how blessed I truly am. And the timing is amazing. Sometimes you just got to let go and surrender and trust that you can make it.
So when does that album drop? I don't know if I'm.
No, it's fine. I'm so excited. So this is my first full-length record in 10 years since Waitress, which is my first record. But Conversations with Myself should be coming up out fully end of October. Is the plan for now. COVID always seems to maybe change some things up a bit, but that's the plan for now. And Conversations with Myself is it's exactly that. It's an encouragement. It's a record about what I decided to take my healing and my healing into my own hands. And that started with, I was raised by a woman who talked to herself anywhere she wanted to. But it is just about checking in with oneself and just seeing if you're all right.
Meaghan,
Good for you.
Make sure you write down all these stories of trying to make it. So when you're on Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon and those guys, you'll remember to tell them about it.
It's so funny because it's such an up and down. I moved home. I didn't know what I was going to do. The online streaming for us independent musicians right now is, it's like a glorified tip jar. It's difficult. It's been a difficult, the support has been incredible. But I went and got myself a part-time job thinking I needed to, because you have that old construct of like, you need money to live. And
absolutely,
I was doing that. And then I worked at a skate shop for 2.5 hours and promptly left because I knew that I didn't have to be there, that my art and doing what you love can be what sustains you. And look where I am now.
In Harrisburg, PA, in your mom's house. It's perfect.
Hanging out with you guys.
Hanging out with us.
There's here.
Nice. You've had quite the journey, and this is one of my questions I like to ask people is, if Meaghan now were able to give just starting out Meaghan some advice, what would that be?
That voice that is talking to you deep down inside, to listen to it, to follow that intuition. Do not pay attention or really give two shits or any shits about what anybody else thinks that you should be doing.
Yep.
Good advice.
Listen, I know what you should be doing right now. Would you happen to have a Lady Gaga song for me tonight?
I do. Now, Scott, before we chatted, did you always say Gaga, or have I inspired?
No, it's funny because I always say it that way because of The Hangover.
Oh.
Right? He says Lady Gaga.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think he says it in the movie. He says Lady Gaga. Zach Galifianakis.
I hope I can get through this song now because I'm going to be giggling.
Go ahead, it's all yours.
And I love her so much because I relate to Lady Gaga because I was a theater major, but it never panned out. And she was a theater major, and they told her she was too pop for theater and too theater for pop. And I tried out for one of them shows early on, and they said the same thing to me. They said I was too theatrical. And I was also majorly an anxiety crazy person. So I might have been doing a little bit of this, but it crushed me. It crushed me for them to give me that kind of judgment. But I learned a lot from it. You learn to tell them to go fly a kite.
Throw them all. That's it. What do they know?
What do they know exactly?
Exactly.
Honestly,
what do they know?
None of us know what we're doing. We're just flying by the seat of our pants.
That's it.
All right, little edge of glory, right?
Light it up.
There ain't no reason you and me should be alone tonight. Yeah, baby, tonight. Yeah, baby. I got a reason that you should take me home tonight. I need a man that thinks
so right when it's so wrong tonight, yeah, baby, tonight, yeah, baby. Right on the limit where we know we both belong tonight. It's hard to feel the rush, to rush the dangerous. I'm gonna run right to the edge where we can both fall far in love. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment of truth. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. I'm on the edge with you. With you. Another shot before we kiss the other side. Tonight, yeah, baby, tonight, yeah, baby. I'm on the edge of something final, we call life tonight. Alright, alright. Hold on your shades, cause we'll be dancing in the rain tonight, yeah, baby, tonight, yeah, baby. Ladies in hell, if everybody knows my name tonight. It's hard to feel the rush, to brush the dangerous. I'm gonna run back to the edge where we can both fall far in love. Yeah, 'cause I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment of truth. Yes, I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. I'm on the edge with you. Oh, with you. I'm on the edge with you.
Ah, nice. Meaghan Farrell, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. I was putting up some comments. You got things like strong voice, magnificent. Yes,
that's a big word.
everybody really loving that song. You got some stars. You got some hand claps. You got it all, Meaghan. Where can folks find you if they want to hear your music?
Definitely across all the streaming platforms. Bill was the awesomest and went and checked it all out there. So good to know it works. And you can also keep up to date on everything that's going on with Meaghan Farrell. Sorry, I said third person. on my Instagram. So Instagram is Meaghan Farrell Music, and there's also lots of lady updates, me in the van, and any upcoming streaming shows. So I mean, iTunes, Spotify, it's all there.
I love it. Meaghan, listen, keep us informed. Let us know where you are, what you're doing. Because, you know, if you perform somewhere, you got things coming out, we will definitely, I want you to come back on, and Phil and I will promote it for you.
Thank you so much. Then I hope to see you again. And I am grateful for you. And happy birthday, Phil. Enjoy the rest of your time.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But hey, I gotta say one more thing. People love you. You're a beautiful person. Your voice is beautiful, but I got to make people love you even more. You know, I love it when artists give back. And I understand that you go to Guatemala every year to help the indigenous people there.
Yes.
Oh, is that what you do? You just go to Guatemala?
I mean, just more and more, it's just heartwarming. The more and more that I learn about you, and you know, I think people are really going to love you. Just can you talk about 30 seconds about that?
Thank you so much for bringing that up. It is literally an organization that changed my life 2 years ago. When it's called the Music is Love Exchange. It's called the Mile. I am honored to be a part of the Mile family. If you can see, my little guitar here is made of coconut shell from the indigenous people. And we go there for a week in December, and we are most proud of our water filtration system programs. We paint schools, and then we perform Christmas songs for the kids in the hospitals, and we go from village to village. And it is, man, I can't ever complain about a thing when you see people who literally have nothing and have so much love to give. And yeah, Mile.
Okay. You just made a lot of viewers love you even more. So
Meaghan, you're the best.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Stay in touch with us, and I definitely want you back on. Okay.
Trapper too.
Yeah, don't forget Trapper next week.
This is so happening. Y'all get ready for Trapper Haskins.
Trapper Haskins has to make an appearance on this show.
Done.
All right. Thank you, my dear. We'll see you soon.
Good to see you. Bye-bye.
Lots of luck. Phil, she's great. Listen.
Oh man. Yeah.
We're starting to wind down your birthday show. One of your guys, one of your guys figured it out. Phil, say hello to Felix.
Hey, Phil.
Felix.
Happy birthday, man.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. Did you work today?
Yes, I did.
All right. Hey, that Felix was my partner for the last year when I was on the police department. One of my best friends, man. I love that guy.
Felix, how was this guy as a cop? Was he good?
Oh man, he was great. He was great. I learned a lot from Phil. I kind of followed him around.
Did he, when you guys drove around in the car, was he singing all the time? What was happening there?
He did. That was the deal. When he came over to be my partner, I was like, hey, listen, you sing all you want, just make sure I'm not on your videos, okay? I don't have a face for a camera like he does.
Unbelievable. Guy's got 80 million views later, man. And
look at that.
You know, we love him here on this show, and if the fans all over the country. But his wife said you were his last partner. I said we got to get Felix on for a second to give you a little happy birthday wish.
Hey Phil, I about messed it up. He sent me the invite, and he said 6:30 or 7:30 Eastern time, and I completely skipped that Eastern time.
That's easy to do, man.
I shot him a text real quick, and I said, hey, I'm sorry, Eastern time. He's like, can you do it now? I was like, absolutely. So
yeah. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you, Felix, man. Good to see you.
You bet. Happy birthday, Phil. Thanks for having me, Scott.
Felix, take care, buddy. Be safe.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, pal.
That's one of the best guys in the world right there, boy.
Phil, I had a bunch of those guys lined up, man, but I think half of them don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, I think what kills people is the Eastern time.
Well, I made sure I'm like EST. There was another guy. Beto.
Yeah, Beto.
He wrote me back. He said he was at some commitments and he couldn't get away, but he said, tell Phil I wish him a happy. He's got a twin brother.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's a deputy chief. Yeah, those are great guys, man. I've known them for a long, long time.
Yeah. He said he's got some commitments. He wouldn't be able to get on. But listen, man, it's your birthday show and I want to let you get back to your wife for your birthday. Give us a tune, wrap us up, put a bow on it. Tomorrow night, by the way, we got Rob Estes, the actor from Melrose Place, 90210, handsome guy. And Dave Higgins is coming back tomorrow night, one of my favorite singers we've ever had on. So Dave's back tomorrow night. Another great show tomorrow night. But it's your birthday. Sing us out, baby. So you can get back to the cake and the food and the drink with your wife. And let's get this party started.
Put your head on my shoulder. Hold me in your arms, baby. Squeeze me oh so tight. Show me that you love me too. Put your lips next to mine, dear. Won't you kiss me once, baby? Just a kiss goodnight, maybe. You and I will fall in love.
Happy birthday to you, Philly kid. Happy birthday to you, Philly kid. Happy birthday, dear Phil. Happy birthday to
Hey, I got to tell you before we go, I have to apologize to Rima because while we were talking,
What'd you do? What'd you do to Rima?
yeah, I referred to Miss America twice. My wife texted me, said, "Hey, you just referred to Miss America twice instead of Miss USA. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I was thinking about the American dream story and all that. I guess I said Miss America twice, and I apologize."
Phil, you didn't do that, Phil. I'm melting. No, she's fine. She doesn't care. I don't even think she noticed. You know what's funny? I noticed you said it, but you never correct your partner on air unless it's something you can make fun of. But I don't think she noticed.
Yeah, I don't know if she's still watching the show, but send her a text and tell her I'm sorry because that was.
I'm gonna tell her you were drunk for your birthday. You had no idea what you were talking about. You thought she was misbehaving, not Miss America. All right, so listen, tomorrow night, Rob Estes, the actor, Dave Higgins, will sing, we'll dance, we'll laugh, we'll cry, we'll dance in the aisles. Our last show of the weekend. Enjoy the rest of your birthday, my friend. Many more and all that good stuff. And we'll be back tomorrow night, bud.
Sounds good. Thanks, everybody.
Good night, sweetheart. We can't leave. Good night, sweetheart.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good